I graduated in '05 and I'm an assistant equipment manager for the Kansas City Chiefs.
I graduated 2007 and I'm assistant strength coach with the Kansas City Chiefs.
I graduated in 2007. Right now I'm currently with the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm participating in a coaching fellowship.
I think it's special, one where you get to come back to your alma mater and then to show up first day of training camp and you're with your fellow teammates, and I think that speaks volumes to the success that they've had in their lives leading up to this moment, and it all started here at Missouri Western.
Combination of people putting us together in the right place at the right time as teammates and still working hard, having that drive, whether it's football or real life, life, but and then coming back together, it's great. Love it. I'm just happy they both remembered me.
At 9-3, the Griffons finally kicked down the door, earning the school's first ever NCAA playoff berth.
My favorite word is consistency, and that's what it was. It was consistent.
We always didn't have, the most money as a program, best equipment, best facilities, but because we cared for one another, truly as a family, I think that was a big part of that consistency.
It's the journey. Absolutely. And it's the bond that the group and that the team makes, because even with that, there's certain stories like, I tell my players all the time, a guy by the name of Tony Maskey, played his last 2 collegiate games on a torn ACL. That's what it's about. And I think for us, at that point in time, I think it was just uncharted waters.
But I think if you go back to the 2000s, you look to see where we were picked pre-season. Where we finished, we were probably one of the top 2 most successful teams in the
Pick 5th every year.
Every year, and we always overachieve. It didn't matter how good who we were bringing back, we were going to be picked 5th. And Coach P did an awesome job just putting that chip on his shoulder. And my favorite with Coach P was line them up out in the parking lot. It's a fist fight. Who's gonna win? And that would always get me going that Friday night.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I think when you talk about the Adams Easels, Eric McDowell's, Ben Vandrews, those are guys that, once you step in between them lines, who's on scholarship and who's not, that means nothing. And this was a place and it was a coaching staff that was all about opportunities. They looked and they built relationship with guys, I was a guy, technically, I walked on. We had more guys that were walk-ons and first team and All-Americans than a lot of people. I remember working for Coach Partridge and every year bringing in 40 walk-ons, and I'd get so frustrated because we wouldn't have enough helmets to barely get them on the guys. But out of those guys, there would be players. A couple years down the road, maybe that their junior year, their senior year, they were playmakers, and that's just to him, the staff at the time, having that eye for talent and still working with him and being involved with the guys.
And to touch a little bit more just on the walk-ons, not only did we just get walk-ons, but we got walk-ons with good character, great integrity, grades. Again, Leon said he technically walked on. He was offered a scholarship. He said, "Coach, give it away. Give it to somebody who really needs it." And for you to have teammates who are selfless like Lee, for guys like me to know that, in between the white lines, you're damn right I'm playing a little bit harder for this guy. Or you appreciate the opportunity that you have setting forth in front of you, because you got guys like this who, they're sacrificing finances, for the betterment of the team. So, it just wasn't walk-on kids, scrubs off the street. It was high quality, high character guys.
Just the opportunity to get here and work hard and see people that saw you working hard and rewarded you for that, and kept you around. Coach Partridge kept me around. I was a specialist coach. Didn't even have an equipment manager here, but he made that job for me and gave me opportunities. And all this is nice, and I love it. I brag on my school as much as anybody, but I think at the end of the day, it's the people that make things special.
Another big thing is just loyalty from those people, loyalty from the university to hire Jay and I back as a strength coach, as the head of football equipment for Jay. And They tried to get this guy back millions of times, but it's a loyalty. They hire their people back. And I think that speaks volume, and I think that's what makes this place special, when you can be an alum, come back 10, 15 years later, and you see the same people, you know. Makes you feel good, makes you feel like you're at home. And again, if it wasn't for Missouri Western giving me the opportunity to walk on to this great program, I wouldn't have met my wife here, wouldn't have met these guys, I wouldn't have got the opportunity to play football at a successful program. And I wouldn't be wearing red and gold now if it wasn't for Missouri Western.